Hey guys, were you guys surprised with the books that I sent you? I'm pretty sure you guys were. I told Keela back in November that I was going to mess with them, and in December I said, okay, what I'm going to do is I want you to actually tell that the girls are going to Biloxi for spring break and see what they do. I hollered when she told me the results. I've been planning this thing, y'all, since November of last year. I want to be honest here. After the trip to New York City last year, I was like, you know what? This is probably the last trip. I just want to, maybe figure things out and see what I want to do in life and see where I want to go. And you know what? I was convicted. And I had to be honest. I was like, do you really want me to do this? Like, why am I doing this? I'm 27 years old. I can go and do things that I want to do. And why am I so attached to these kids, man? And God had to let me know, if you don't do it, who will? That's how passionate I am about you guys. I tell people all the time, I'm passionate about my work, my family, God, everything, but it's something about the youth that I mentor. It's something about their dreams. It's something that when I take them to these places, how their eyes light up and how their faces and everything is glowing. I don't take these trips for granted, guys, and I know you guys don't either. What I want you guys to learn is that the dreams can be a reality. That if you put your mind and your soul and everything that you got into it and you do the possible, God will do the impossible. This year, I'm doing something totally different. You guys should have received an envelope that I told you not to open up. Inside the envelope, it is questions. It's questions about who are you? What do you want to be? What do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see yourself in a couple of months? Those are the questions I want you to start thinking about. Once you finish with those questions, I want you to put it in the envelope that I sent along with the book, and that way I can take a look at it, and once you get to the destination, we can go ahead and start open group discussions. On this trip, we're going to do a lot of talking, and we're going to talk about sex, drugs, peer pressure, what do you want to do in life. We're going to talk about everything, so be prepared for that. So on this trip, I have a ton of things planned. First and foremost, I'm pretty sure you want to know what your 2015 spring break trip is. So, without further ado, it is my honor, it is my greatest desire
that your 2015 spring break
Yes, it is. Los Angeles, California. Can you see it behind me? Oh, yeah. So, you're probably saying, okay, Ty, since you want to do California, what we going to be doing? So Monday, once we land, we're actually going to Fox Rent-A-Car. We're going to pick up our car for the week. Hey! Then we're going to my favorite place. It's called Foxy. It's in Glendale. We're going to sit outside. Everything that we do basically in California, we sit outside. Everything. I mean, when we drink coffee, when we eat a slice of pizza, when we eat a donut, everything is done outside. Even the dogs are outside. That's how beautiful it is here. Once we finish Foxy's, at the Americana, it has pretty much everything. It's a mall, and it's also like an outside mall, Forever 21, H&M. They even have like stores that, of course, you can't see in New York or anywhere else but here at the mall side. So once we finish that, we'll actually be going back to the apartment that I got us. We have a 2-bedroom, 2-bath townhome that's in be staying there. Once we get there, we'll be dropping off our things. Once we drop off our things, I noticed that sometimes as teenagers, you're stressed. You're like, oh, goodness, my situation. Lord, I need a break. I came up with this idea. Yoga. Yoga helps me relax. It helps me, relieve stress. It helps me with the flexibility in my joints and everything else. So I have signed you guys up for a teen yoga class. In the teen yoga class, you'll have your yoga mat. You'll be instructed by the instructor on what positions and postures to do, as well as breathing techniques. This really helps a lot of people, to relieve stress, and it's just for teens. So we'll be doing that from 6 to 7 that night. After that, we have got to go to one of the biggest staples here to eat, and that is In-N-Out Burger. Oh my goodness. I have not even tried it, but it feels as if I tried it. Thank you, Jesus. No, let me stop. But the burger is so good. You can get a single, a double, or a triple. So after In-N-Out, we'll actually probably go into the grocery store to get some groceries for our apartment, and we will play a mad game of Uno. Yes, Uno. We will be fighting for the gods, baby, for Uno. We're going to see who's the best in Uno. We're not going to make up any rules or how y'all play. We're going to actually look at the directions and make sure that we are playing correctly, because there's so many versions. It's like, oh my goodness, how do I even play Uno? So we'll be doing that. Tuesday, I got us another great adventure planned. We will be going hiking in the morning time. You can actually sleep in, and once you wake up, we'll be going hiking. We'll eat a little snack before we go. You don't want to eat a meal when you do this hiking. This hiking is one of the most difficult things I probably had to ever endure, but yet it is so much fun. Once you get to the top, you get to see all of LA. What I recommend for newbies with this trail, don't, overwalk or overrun yourself. You have to pace yourself. If you do not pace yourself, you will probably not go to the top, but it's fun nonetheless. After that, we are going to go to Sunset Boulevard, and we're going to eat some of the biggest pancakes that you could ever see in your life. We'll be eating there. What I usually tell people before going to the griddle is that you have to partner up with someone, because the pancakes are so huge, you will not finish it all. So you and that partner will basically see what you guys want, and we'll just split the tab that way, so it'll be easier, yet you won't have to waste all that food. Once we finish that, we are going to take a tour in Hollywood. We'll be going to Hollywood off of Sunset again. We'll actually take like one of those buses, like those Decker buses, and the tour is like 2 hours, and they'll take us pretty much like to Beverly Hills. They'll show us some stars home. They'll show us the Hollywood Walk of Fame. They'll show us all kinds of stuff, a lot of tourist things, but it's so much fun. Once we finish that, we'll stay in Hollywood a little bit and look around and, take pictures like tourists. So that'll be much fun. And once we finish that, we'll have a dinner. I'll be cooking that night at the apartment, and we're having a vision board party. What a vision board party is basically you get a board, and on that board you cut out pictures, and it symbolizes what you want to be, what you want to do, everything, how you're feeling. I'll explain more once we get to that step. One of the things that you see a lot here in LA is homeless people. We're like the #1 state where it's so many homeless people that they sometimes don't have any room. So what I thought would be a great idea is that we give back. We go on trips every year. We do everything that we want to do every year. So now it's time to give back. About a couple of weeks ago, I signed all of us up to actually serve food at the local shelter downtown LA. We'll be in a group together, and they'll instruct us on, what to do in the kitchen. We either serve food, we either prepare it. It doesn't even matter, because we need to give back. So if you wear long nails, just get them a little shorter than usual just for this trip, because you'll be picking up a lot of things, as well as, the rock climbing and climbing up hills and whatnot, set for Tuesday. After the mission home, we're actually going back to the apartment. We'll be eating breakfast, and then we'll get ready for Venice Beach. We'll be going to Venice Beach first. On the beach, of course, I love picnics. And so I want you guys to love picnics. So I'll be packing a lunch for all of us. We'll be eating lunch on the beach. And we'll also play a game of Twister. Once we get soaked in the sun, we're going to play that game of Twister. We're going to see who can stand and who fall. And, just create more memories for that. So after that, we'll actually go back to the house, get ready, and guess where we're going? You always know where we go on Wednesdays. Dave and Buster's. We'll be going to Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. We'll be eating, playing games, cracking jokes, making new memories. We'll be doing all that on Wednesday. Thursday, what I got us planned is we go back to the beach. But this time, we're riding bikes on the beach. We'll be riding from Venice Beach all the way to Santa Monica. And once we get to Santa Monica, we're going to park our bikes. And once we park our bikes, we'll be playing a game of volleyball. You cannot pick your teams. That ain't the case. What you're going to have to do is we're going to put our names in like a cup or something, and we'll draw out who's going to be on our team. We'll do it that way. It'll be fair. So we'll play a game of volleyball. After we, eat our lunch again, it's another picnic. After we eat our lunch, we're actually going back to the house. And we're going to get ready. We're going to Pinky's. It's one of the famous hot dog places here in LA. Everybody loves Pinky's. They even have vegetarian hot dogs, even for me. We'll be sitting outside at nighttime and just laughing and talking, eating our hot dogs. And then after that, we are going to go take karaoke. We're going to see who can sing, who can't sing, and just laugh our tails off, baby. So we'll be having fun at karaoke that night in Koreatown. That's also downtown LA, so that'll be so much fun. So in December, Lexus, I remember you and I discussing about, what would be a major for you and what you like to do. And we came up with, an option of fashion merchandising and marketing. So I thought it would be cool to meet with the Associate Dean on Friday at 10 a.m. at the Art Institute of Los Angeles. She will be showing us around the fashion merchandising department, showing you what you can do, in the fashion world and how you can use that degree to benefit you, not only to make money, but to do something that you love to do. You love to style, you love to dress up, you love to do anything with fashion. And so this gives you a deeper insight on what it's like, And I haven't forgot about you, Kia. At 1 p.m., we will be going to UCLA. At UCLA, we'll be visiting the dance department. I'm pretty sure one of your majors will want to be dance before you get into the medical program. So in December, I arranged that for us to go at 1 p.m. After that, we'll be eating over at UCLA. Once we finish eating, around maybe 4 or 5, we'll be going to another beach, which is Manhattan Beach. There, we will eat pizza and have a bonfire. Yes, a bonfire on the beach at another location. So, grab a pen and maybe a paper. If not, just remember this, what I'm about to tell you. The do's and the don'ts for this trip. When you come on this trip, in the airport, because you have to go through security clearance, this is what you have to bring. You cannot, let me see if you can see this. You have to use something like this for your lotions, for your perfumes. If it's over 3.5 ounces, they will throw it away. Guys, I hope that this brings you so much joy, because it brings so much joy when I plan things like this. I thank God, y'all, like every day that I'm able to do something like this and just show not only you, but I want to show other people, other teenagers, that you can be something. It doesn't matter what your circumstances look like. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter what you have. It doesn't matter. If you have a dream and you have a desire and you want it so bad that you're willing to do anything positive to get it, then it can come true. I love you so much. I'm so excited. And this is our best year ever. This is going to be one of the best trips that you ever have. And I thank God again that He allowed me to do this. I love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Spring break 2015.